I wanted to share my super excitement and my experience of getting my first COVID vaccine. Um, I got the Pfizer vaccine, which will be 2 shots total. I got the first shot 2 days ago. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. I got my first shot Monday, March 1st, 2021. And then, so in 3 weeks later, on the 22nd, I'll get my second Pfizer COVID vaccine. So the Pfizer is 3 weeks separate. The Moderna is 4 weeks separate. And then soon will be the Johnson and Johnson, which is a one-shot deal. So, but I was sitting at my house last week on a Wednesday, and I was playing around, and I just happened to put in my search bar my local pharmacy that I search for, and I put in the pharmacy name, and it was for Hagen Pharmacy COVID-19 vaccine, and I Googled that, and it comes up with the website, which is Hagen, Safeway, and Albertsons pharmacies all together. And then it goes through eligibility, and I already have done that many times. And I clicked on appointments and for the first vaccine, and appointments were there. And this is the first time in months, I've been looking and looking and looking for availability. There's not been anything available. And all of a sudden there were appointments, and it was a miracle. And I'm like, I had given up all hope really for now. But it was appointment, so I clicked on, got my first appointment, and it was that was last Wednesday, and it was for this Monday, so it was only less than a week later. So I was super excited, and it was happened to be because it was three different kind Hagen, Albertsons, and Safeway. It just with my location, it got me my nearest location, which is just like a mile or less up my street, the local Safeway, and I was super excited. And so it was really close to my house, really convenient, and really soon. And it was so exciting. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So they must have gotten a shipment of vaccines, and then the appointments opened up. Usually Sundays and Wednesdays, things open up, I think. But it was unexpected, and I was like, oh my God, I got an appointment for my first vaccine. I'm so excited. So on Monday I went up there. I went about a half hour early just in case there was any line or anything, and there was no line. In fact, there was no line. I was a little early. They took me right in. uh, uh, when you sign up for your first appointment, I think it was an email that or a text link to the paperwork of all the side effects from the Pfizer vaccine, or the information, as well as a website for vaccine follow-up, as well as a informational form, consent form that you print out first. So I printed that out last week, and I filled it out already over the weekend. Driver's license number information, to give to them. So I brought that already filled out. I handed it over, and he took the information and got me in super quick, and right on time. I got my vaccine appointment, and it was super easy, super quick, super convenient. And so I picked my left arm because I'm right-handed, and I figure if my arm hurts, I won't be so messed up with my functioning. I think that might have been a little bit of a mistake, because right now I have a little tendonitis going on my right elbow from lifting weights, and kind of my tendons being out of shape from the gyms being closed for so long, and then not wanting to go to the gym. So because of coronavirus, so I've been just doing personal training once a week, and running during the week and weekends. So I'm not working out as often, so I got some tendonitis from my tendons not being used to lifting weights again. So I have that going on. So I picked the other arm for functioning and for being away from that. I think that was a little bit of a mistake, because what happened was that night. So I got a shot at 3 o'clock, um, and it just felt like a shot afterwards. Kind of ow, got a shot. Or and then at night it hurt there. Ow, got a shot. And I had a hard time sleeping because it was kind of sore. And it was sore all yesterday, too. I did take a little aspirin, acetaminophen, which helps. I took that a couple times. Not regularly, just a couple times. It helps when I take it. At night, I used a heating pad. That didn't seem to help all that much. I tried moving it during the day. I don't know. I also did some I planted some flowers. I tried to use my arm a lot yesterday, and I'm sure that helped. And then last night, the second night, slept. I like to sleep on that side, so that made it hard. The first night I couldn't do that. Last night I did try to sleep on that side. And I think that might have helped. Putting the pressure on all night probably helped work it in more. And then today it's a lot better. I still feel a little ow where there's a shot today, but it's not as you know, shot painful. It's still, when I touch it, it hurts a little. Um, but it's better, I think. So today is better. The second day after. My range of motion is fine. It's just a little tender, like a shot. I didn't have any other effects, no getting sick or anything. I heard the second shot is when some people experience being ill for a couple days. So I'm not looking forward to that. I hope it doesn't happen. I'm not going to schedule too much work just in case I don't feel well. Um, I qualified as a healthcare provider. I have a private practice, so I don't work in a clinic. So I didn't get a shot through a clinic. So I had to wait until it was eligible in the community. I'm doing telehealth right now. Um, uh, so I had to wait. I'm, when I started to think about getting the shot, I thought about the things I could start doing more in in life, like, ooh, if I get the vaccine, what does that mean? It means maybe I can talk to more people that also got the vaccine. And then I started thinking, well, I guess for work I could start seeing people face to face again. If I have a vaccine and they have a vaccine, we could maybe do face to face with masks and 6 feet apart. It's a little unclear to me. Of course, it's a little unclear to everybody, what the vaccine affords in terms of safety. The science, as far as I know right now, is just that you're not going to get seriously ill if you get coronavirus, and you're not going to go in the hospital. And that's almost 95% sure. So that's all they can tell us. They can't tell us whether we get it. There's a possibility we can get it, possibility we can transmit it, and I don't want to get it, and I don't want to transmit it to anybody. So still have to be safe. And then I started thinking about, wow, I could start shopping and stuff without worrying about getting deathly ill. And, maybe eventually we'll be able to take trips again and go on, start seeing places. And like me and my doggy can maybe go to the beach. It started to hit me last week after I got the appointment and over the weekend, like how much I've been terrified of the coronavirus. Like, I hate being sick. I hate being sick. I don't want to be sick. And so I've been terrified of getting sick, and I've been terrified of giving it to somebody. I have all kinds of friends of all kinds of ages, as well as clients. And the last thing I ever would want was to give someone an illness. So I realized over the weekend how much I've been living in fear this whole year, how much we all have been living in fear, at least a lot of us. This has been very stressful and traumatic, hasn't it? The pandemic, it's been horrible, and I feel horrible for people that have gotten it. And knock on wood, so far I've been able to keep a lot of space around me. I live alone, I work alone, I do most things alone except with my dog. So any of the socializing I've been doing this year has all been outside, walking my dog, 6 feet apart from people, with mask or without, but outside. So I haven't hugged anybody. I haven't seen my family in over a year, since Thanksgiving 2019. They've never met my doggie, my new doggie I got in January 2020. Um, so, I haven't hugged anybody. I haven't talked to anybody real close. I really miss talking to people without worrying about getting next to them. I keep a distance, keep a mask. So yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, the world could really change again and open up. It's so exciting to be able to think about living life again, and then about myself, what I want to be doing again. It's a mind blowing. So I've been really excited and really happy. I'm sad that some states aren't taking enough precautions, letting loose on their precautions, because we've all been working so hard on trying to keep this together and, not keep the pandemic down. And uh, I've been working really hard. The people I know, my whole town, my community where I live, we've been working really hard. And so um, it'd be great for this to be over. Well, the vaccine gives us all a lot of hope, and I'm really hopeful. We have the variants now, and that's going to be hard, but hopefully with the vaccine and maybe boosters, things will get better. The plan to still wear masks and socially distance and be careful for sure, and hand sanitize absolutely. Um, but that's my update on my first shot. I think that's all I have to say. Um, yeah, it's a little better today, thank goodness, because I don't like being sore. I have a nurse friend, and I think she got the vaccine in her dominant arm, her right arm. And I said, "You got it in your right arm?" And she said, "Yeah, because then I'll move my arm around more." And that makes sense, because apparently, if you move your arm, it helps work in a shot better. Um, I'm always afraid to get it in my dominant arm because I don't want to not be able to do stuff, but I do sleep on this side. So anyway, whatever. So that's the news. Just a little sore where the injection site has been. And on the second day, that's easing up. And that's good news. So excited. Wanted y'all to know. Hope you all are well. And we'll update on the second shot. Oh, in 3 weeks. But for now, hallelujah. I'm so excited to get the shot, to not have to live in fear, terrified so much anymore. Okay, bye.